Hey everybody, this is Sean Vargas. Welcome to the 17th episode of WrestlePop, mixing pro wrestling and pop culture. My aim with WrestlePop is for you to be yourself as I review wrestling events, live concerts, conventions, and sporting events. Today I am going to review the premiere episode of Friday Night Smackdown on Fox, celebrating 20 years of Smackdown. We are live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Now, SmackDown occurred yesterday, October 4th. No Chance in Hell plays as Vince McMahon, accompanied by Stephanie McMahon, hit the entrance ramp. This leads to a huge pop by the crowd. Stephanie states, "Welcome to history, welcome to Fox," and Vince states, "Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown." This is followed by the new SmackDown introduction featuring a new theme song, "Are You Ready for a Good Time" by AC/DC. We are joined by Michael Cole and Corey Graves at commentary. The man Becky Lynch appears and walks to a thunderous applause as she enters the ring. She states it is so good to be kicking off the episode of Friday Night Smackdown, and that she'll repay the fans for cheering her on by kicking someone's behind. The music plays, and King Corbin makes an appearance walking down towards the ring. Corbin feels he should be the one to kick off SmackDown. All of a sudden, "If You Smell What the Rock is Cooking" plays, and The Rock makes an appearance, leading to a huge thunderous pop by the crowd. The Rock comes home to SmackDown. Now, The Rock, he gave a history of the word SmackDown, resulting in an institution, including the name of the show, which is SmackDown. And Rock states, finally, The Rock has come back home. Now, Corbin interrupts The Rock, stating that this is not your home anymore, and Corbin calls himself the most electrifying king in entertainment. This leads to The Rock insulting Baron Corbin and also reinforcing the fact that Becky Lynch is the man. Now, Corbin responds by saying he is superior to all, even LeBron James, which is the thing of LeBron James playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, The Rock has the crowd chant STD at Corbin, which is an acronym for Super Tough Dude. All of a sudden, The Rock and Becky laid a smackdown on Corbin, including The Rock giving Corbin the people's elbow, followed by the Rock bottom. Rock ends the segment by saying, "I love you, SmackDown, if you smell what The Rock is cooking." This was a good, awesome segment to kick off SmackDown. And then we see the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks in the back as they are set to face Charlotte and Becky. We come back from a commercial and we see Trish Stratus, Lita, and Maria Menounos in the crowd. This is followed by Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch defeating Bayley and Sasha Banks in a tag team match. Charlotte and Bayley start off the match as all four of these competitors have a history since NXT in which they have been friends and enemies. The highlights of the match include Bayley sending Charlotte to the barricade on the outside and Sasha Banks stomping on Charlotte. Now, Bayley and Sasha work on Charlotte throughout the match until Charlotte's able to make the hot tag to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch then gives a leg drop on Bayley from the middle rope. No, now you see Charlotte hitting the natural selection on Bayley. However, Sasha broke up the count. Now we'll also see a preview for the Hell in a Cell between Becky and Sasha as they fought each other. Then there's a nice visual of Charlotte hitting a moonsault off the top turnbuckle onto Sasha and Bayley, who were on the outside. The finish of this match saw Charlotte Flair hitting the figure 8 on Bayley for the submission victory. We then go into the back and we see Aaron Andrews interviewing the new, oh my gosh, tongue twister. Okay, We see Aaron Andrews interviewing the New Day, Big E, Xavier Woods, and SmackDown champion Kofi Kingston, who is set to face Brock Lesnar in the main event tonight. Kingston says he is always the underdog, but he is still standing as champion. Kingston will overcome the mountain and defeat Brock Lesnar. And he also wants the rest of the New Day to stay in the back as he faces Brock. This is followed by Seth Rollins walking in the back as he is set to face Shinsuke Nakamura in a champion versus champion match. We then see Tyson Fury, I believe he's the WBA champion, is in the crowd. Mick Foley is also in the crowd, accompanied by Kurt Angle. We see now, this leads into Seth Rollins taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, accompanied by Sami Zayn. Now this ends in a no contest. Seth enters the ring first, but he is interrupted by the Firefly Funhouse featuring Bray Wyatt. Bray introduces all his special friends, including Huskus the Pig and Rambling Rabbit, who is a fan of Seth Rollins. And Rambling Rabbit is even dressed like Seth Rollins. Now, Mercy the Buzzard destroys Rambling Rabbit, and Bray Wyatt said it is Seth Rollins' turn. We are joined in the crowd by Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Now, the match, as I said before, the match between Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura ends in a no contest. Nakamura goes for the armbar on Seth. Seth hits 2 suicide dives on Nakamura. Seth ducks out of the Kinshasa by Nakamura and hits the sling blade. Rollins goes for the stomp. Lights go out. Eerie music plays. And the Fiend Bray Wyatt gives Seth Rollins the mandible claw. Music stops and is followed by laughter. So of course it is setting the stage for the Hell in a Cell match between Seth Rollins and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now there's a Progressive Insurance video package of the feud between Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. We come back from commercial and Kevin Owens defeats Shane McMahon in a ladder match in which the loser has to leave WWE. Kevin Owens wastes no time going after Shane at the entranceway. Now, highlights in the match include Kevin sending Shane into the steel steps. Kevin sends Shane into the ladder draped across the ring and ringside barrier. Shane prevents Kevin from climbing the ladder and gives him the side Russian leg sweep. Shane jumps off of the top rope and lands an elbow onto Kevin Owens, who was lying prone on the announce table, crashing through the table. We return from commercial and Kevin frog splashes Shane, who was lying prone on the same ladder draped between the ring and the entranceway ramp, leading to a huge "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. Now the finish of this match, so Kevin Owens stops Shane from climbing the ladder and powerbombs Shane onto another ladder. Kevin climbs the ladder and grabs the briefcase. Afterwards, Kevin grabs the mic and tells Shane, "You're fired," and gives him the stunner. Shane McMahon is gone from the WWE. Goodbye, Shane. Finally, I am glad to see that you are gone. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. After this, Snickers presents the greatest moments in SmackDown history. And Caleb Braxton is in the back interviewing Paul Heyman. The next match sees Braun Strowman, Tucker, Otis, Miz defeating Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton. Now this match went all over the place. It was like chaos as they each hit their finishing moves on each other. Now, there's one part of the match in which Braun Strowman locks eyes with Tyson Fury. Braun then tosses Dolph Ziggler into Tyson Fury, and then he powerbombs Ziggler in the ring for the victory. Now Tyson Fury climbs over the barricade to face Braun, Security prevents Tyson from entering the ring, and the crowd is chanting, "Let them fight." So could this mean that we will be seeing cross promotion between boxing and wrestling? We'll see. This is followed by Daniel Bryan joining the commentary team to see Roman Reigns face Eric Rowan in a lumberjack match in which the wrestlers surround the ring. Eric Rowan stomped on Roman Reigns to start the match. Now, this is a very hard-fought battle in which everybody got involved, including the Lumberjacks, Luke Harper, who was Eric Rowan's tag team partner. Even Daniel Bryan got involved. Now, the finish, so Rowan hit the spear. Actually, Roman Reigns hit the spear on Eric Rowan for the victory. Now, the story is, will Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns get along as they face Harper and Rowan in tomorrow's Hell in a Cell? We come back from commercial, and Rob Stone, Matt Leinart of College Football Announce Team are in the crowd. Goldberg is also in the crowd. This is followed by Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar, accompanied by Paul Heyman. In the main event for the WWE Championship, Kofi rushed Brock. However, Brock caught Kofi in an F5 for the quick shock victory. So much for your title reign, Kofi. Afterwards, Rey Mysterio's music played. Now, Rey was viciously attacked by Brock on Raw. Rey shows up with Cain Velasquez, who defeated Brock Lesnar for the UFC Championship with a TKO. Now, Cain gives Brock a double leg takedown, mounts Brock, and continuously pounds him. Brock retreats with the title. This exchange erupts the crowd. Smackdown ends with a face-off between Cain Velasquez, who is inside the ring with Rey Mysterio, and Brock, who is outside the ring. So could this mean another cross promotion, or is Cain Velasquez now part of WWE? We will see. I would give Friday Night Smackdown an 8 out of 10. A very good, exciting show. Now, I was unable to see House of Glory. I will go next time. And tomorrow, I will have my spoiler review for The Joker. Finally, tomorrow, October 6th, will feature Hell in a Cell on the WWE Network, headlined by Seth Rollins defending the WWE Universal Championship against The Fiend Bray Wyatt, and the Man Becky Lynch defending the WWE Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. Both matches occurring within the confines of the Hell in a Cell. Until then, this is Sean Vargas for WrestlePop signing off. Be yourself, and this has been a Team Vargas Initiatives production.